right. I'm looking for myself. I have to. So I go on Facebook post. Then I go on. Okay. And then I go X. X. All right. I did my advertisement. I seen on an advertisement about a pill you take. You take one pill and you don't need to worry about your feet stinking. You don't need to worry about your pits stinking. You don't need to worry about your private stinking. None of that. You don't worry about all that. And it's all organic mint, parsley, and chlorophyll. And that's all it is. It's 100% natural. And I smell good. I really do. You know? So, yeah, I ordered this on not Amazon, but eBay. I got 3 months for I think $12 or something like that. 15. Yeah. It was relatively a lot cheaper than a deodorant. And even though now all the deodorant I use are natural, it's it's unusual. Uh because of the fact that my breath doesn't even smell as bad. Um, it's really neat. I'm just like digging it, you know? So I wanted to talk about that, the deodorant thing. You can go on Amazon and you can just put pill deodorant and it'll pop up. I'm telling you this, it has three main ingredients. It's mint, parsley, and chlorophyll extract. It takes about 2 weeks for it to really work. You'll notice it after about 5 days that your odor isn't as bad and your deodorant smells really fresh through the day. It's because you're not smelling bad. Woohoo! So you can make a bet with somebody with your feet and say, yeah, I bet you I could take these boots off that we've been wearing all day for like 12 hours and they don't stink. You'll be winning lots of bets. Just think about that. And it's 100% natural. There's no aluminum in it. It's not going to interfere with your aluminum's been known it's known it's interferes with people who want to have children. It deals with lazy sperm and also women who have problems conceiving. If you have aluminum in your deodorant, this is no aluminum in these. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm not pushing it. What I'm saying is you can use something comparable and you'll have the effects. After 2 weeks, you pretty well can, you don't need to wear deodorant. I'm sure if it's you're sweating a lot, you might want to use Carpe, which is a real good deodorant to use. And they are pretty good with sweating. That's where you're dealing with the sweat glands. It doesn't stop the sweat glands from sweating, but it does stop you from stinking like a stinky pants. So, yeah. All right. I had a blast. About yesterday I went over, I was invited to a get together and it was a blast until I wanted to leave. I'm thinking, God, how am I going to get out? because no one else. I was hoping the guy that was leaving, I was going to offer to go behind him, and then I wouldn't have to worry about getting out in the little keypad thing that I couldn't find. By the way, I couldn't find the keypad. I was like, nah, uh, it's not really well lit out there. God dang. You know, when you go somewhere and it's like a smorgasbord of weed, that's how I felt. I was like loving it. I had a blast. I'm not big on the alcohol. I don't care what kind you have, what kind of drinks. It's just I mainly just go for the experience of the weed and the great personalities I'm hanging out with, and you want to know a little history fact? You know why America and all of the makeup that was geared in World War II, why the red lipstick was such a famous thing? You want to know why? Look it up. But let me tell you. You see, it was known that Adolf Hitler hated red lips. Hated it. Hated the red lips. So a lot of actors and actresses who knew that wore red lipstick as all the atrocities that Adolf Hitler was doing, and he was against a lot of people. Um, and and that's why to this day I kind of have brought that in. My grandmother never wore anything after World War II. She only wore red lipstick. That's when I was brought up, and I almost think she did that because of the fact, maybe it was because Adolf Hitler hated red lipstick. It got to the point where even movie stars, Max Factor made a big deal. They had so many different shades of red that you could just blush, literally. And I'm not joking. So when I wear red lipstick, it is a thing against atrocities, against what all people deal with. So that's why I wear red lipstick. You want to look fabulous. Yeah. So I had a fabulous night until I wanted to leave. Like, I wanted to leave an hour before I actually did. But the thing was, it's like, where's the fucking keypad? I'm gonna look like I should have just said, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Just key me out and call it a day. That's what I should have done. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to get out because it's like really dark there, and I didn't want to look like a neon maxi new dweeby, and I end up doing it anyway. So it's so good. I had a blast. You don't know how much fun. It was so good, and it is just so beautiful out there. It's just, I was like, I felt like I was on vacation. I really did. I'm sorry, Sarah. You make an excellent meal. I love you, Sarah. It's all good. We all do. Yeah, we all do. Mhm. So it was an amazing evening. I enjoyed myself and I had great company. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely hilarious and it was fun, and I got to eat nummies and oh boy, woo wee. Yeah, it was great. And to me, having a smorgasbord full of different weeds and stuff and all that, I was like loving it. Yeah. Like I said, I felt embarrassed leaving. I want to leave an hour prior. Look at my watch. I'm going, oh God, how am I going to get out? But I got out. Yes, I look like the Neo Maxi new dweeby, but it's okay. It's my first time. But I had such a blast. It was so beautiful. Yeah. Oh, it's only 10 minutes in. So anyway, I they had some shirts on sale, so I got a bunch of shirts so I can wear. It's sleeping or out and about, and I got some new pants and stuff like that because my waist just got a little bit, I'm having that middle age thing going on, and the waist is needing a little more room. So I needed to get a couple pairs of pants so I can wear them to work because, boy, Lord, yep, it's going to be something else, huh? Yippers, oh boy. So, anyway, I'm looking through a lot of my clothes, but I've been lazy today, excluding when I ran an errand to pay a bill because I had to pay where I have my stuff being kept, and I'm wanting to bring it back here. And in order to save $120 a month, I want to bring my stuff back here, and that means I got to clean everything up here and get my son's father to get his butt moving because I need certain things done so I can bring people over and have people over too. It's not as nice as the place I went to, but boy, oh boy, I'll tell you this: it'll feel a lot better, living in a house that doesn't resemble a junkyard. So let's all bring our joints, our blunts, and whatever we're using to smoke our weed and say hallelujah. We're going to be starting a Monday on a good note. Matter how much you got done or how little you got done, know that you are living another day and thank God. So I have been watching, and what my has preached on is pretty much what morgue official has put out is what I had been brought up as. And my family, of course, they have talked about it, but they lived in a small town. My dad said, you just go to the regular church and you meet with your other friends on those other odd days because it got to the point where people thought they were we were devil worshiping. We weren't. We belonged to a spiritualist church, and everyone thought we were all like devil worshiping, and we weren't. Oh, jeez. So it came to that where my dad would preach it, and when I was married into what my family would call a normal family, meaning that they weren't awakened, I got in a huge argument with my son's grandmother about God because she said her God's loving. I go, this week he's loving towards you. Maybe next week you might not be on his favorite list. And me got in a big old argument about that. So down below is talking about when you get lazy and you kind of think that, eating three large pizzas all by yourself is an okay thing. Maybe you should reevaluate and look on gluttony, and that is another form of our negative form. We can put our good forms along with the negative and integrate them, and that's what he talks about. So that's what I will be talking about. I used to spend, if I wasn't, I make myself have what I used to call adventures, meaning I have certain things to do outside the house. So I get up, I will go take a shower, I will get ready, I will put clothes on, and I will head out the door and look decent. I don't like going out the door looking like a pile of poo poo. That's just not my repertoire. It just isn't the way I roll. I don't like to look and smell like poop. That's just it. That's how you can feel, healthy. So I do that. And then I always believe in shortcuts, and that's why I always talk to you guys and say, hey, you can get. Okay, I watch a thing about Japanese stuff, and I look up all this shit up on eBay, and I found this. This is the thing they were advertising, not the same company, but you can find it everywhere. Amazon, eBay. I got 3 of these, so I don't know if the price has gone up, down. What I paid for it 2 weeks ago, it might be a whole different genre right now. So you could find them, you could get a 3-pack of them, and it's a decent price, okay? I'm not going to say the price because it's probably changed already. I'm just putting it out there. Let's smoke some weed. Let's toke and say, hey, we've had a wonderful thing. I'm so grateful about just everything in my life and the people I spend it with. I feel so grateful. I am so sorry where I went. I'm sorry, Becky. I wanted to leave an hour before because it's just the gate thing. I should have just said, look, I want to go now. You should just punch me out. I'll be good. That's what I should have done. But there was a different person thing. It was I'm having a good time person. Oh, God. But then I wanted to leave too. They just kept passing stuff around and I kept partaking. Okay. All right. I had a fun time. It was too cool. Best party I've been to. So anyway, I didn't get up and get my butt going, which is what I should have been doing. But I did do some walking and I am going to an outlet store in Las Vegas, the Boot Barn. They have buy one, get two free. Shoot, I can buy like 2 short boots and 1 big boot, those type of things. That's what I'm thinking of. you So maybe Friday I can go and stop by my. I come here to see you. You get naked? Let's get it, have fun. We'll do it in the dark. 'Cause I got a little bit of love handles over here. So yeah, you understand. Yeah, I miss Brandon. I do. So I have been brought up that way, but when you have to deal with certain the oldsters and stuff in dealing with certain religions, my family procreated and believed in that. They weren't one of those things. They just believed in the fact that we needed to help, to awaken and to make sure we're going on our path that was or the right path. So, that was the argument my dad and I had a long time ago about that. So, but guess what? I'm going to bring out, let's see if I will Lee come on tonight? Points to yes. Ooh, Lee's supposed to come on tonight. Oh boy. Well, Lee always brings up the fact right now Las Vegas is going through a tremendous slump. Here I was thinking about a year ago about getting a job in Vegas. I was all hopped up and ready. I remember, I think Brandon, the guy I'm seeing, is a great guy. He said, "Why didn't I move, to Vegas and get a job there and stuff?" And I said, "Yeah, but I got years over at Aztec, and I want to buy my house. So if I just like, okay, that place is doing good, and I go jump there, and now they're doing layoffs and stuff, I'd be like crap. I'd be like back at Aztec again. I can guarantee you that." Right now, I'd be like right back. So I never left. I thought about it. I seriously thought about it. And then I meditated and I seen a big round circle with that line in it going, no. As when I go over the past, no, don't go. Don't go. Don't make the move into Vegas because it will not be a good move. Not to live there. I can live there, but work there. Working there was a no go. It just showed me that, unless it's like a part time job, but I wanted a full time job. And yeah, it was the best thing was staying where I was at. Really was. Just keeping quiet, doing my stuff. I've known a lot of people who have left my job and had to eat up the fact that they were making sometimes $20 less than what they were there. And I'm like, okay, let me get this right. Some people have left the job where I'm at to make less because their feelings got hurt, because they just didn't want to be quiet for a couple weeks and let things lie down. They got their ass. Yeah, in a lot of cases, a lot of people in a lot of places just, yeah, you go, wow. And I'm glad I'm stayed where I have because good Lord, right now, Vegas is having a really hard economy. So I think Trump can play off on it. We have places to go gambling in and you could get your ass all kissed up. Really. Come on over to Trump. You want your ass kissed? Come here, bend over and we'll pucker up, man. You're going to spend, $300. Come on over. We think that's big money. Woo wee. You want to go and bring your kids to go in the kid pool and have your wife sitting there, with the kids and you go and do your gambling? Or you could just tell your wife you're gambling and go to a whorehouse. Go right on up. This is Pahrump. Yeah, that's right. Come to Pahrump. You can get your whorehouse and your family experience all in one place without robbing the bank. So come on over to Pahrump. Where Vegas has closed their doors, we're right open and waiting for you all to come on into Pahrump. Pahrump, where the other Vegas ended. Hey, why not? God dang, that'd be a great thing to, talk about because where Vegas has, so do you think Trump will have a better angle of getting all the people who want to go to Vegas? So let's find out.
It is best not to say now.
Okay, it's a far fetched, but it's good. Come to Pahrump. Are you tired of all those places being closed down and you just don't get the value? Are you tired when you spend $300 and you used to get your ass kissed over in Vegas? Well, come to Pahrump. We'll kiss your ass good. That's right. Bring the kiddies and wife. And we also have a whorehouse, not one but two, way out in the outskirts. You can have fun there too. Woo! Why not just hook it up with some places too? Hi, not only could you visit Pahrum's haunted places on the way back before you head off over into your hometown, we'll drop you off over at Zach Bagan's place. And yeah, you get a special ticket and everything. And don't forget this souvenir shop. Just an idea.
I am confident it is no.
I am confident it is no. Yeah, I could just see that. Oh, yeah. They have this amazing box they were showing on one of the shows in which what it does is it talks in real time with a spirit, and the guy made that so he could talk to his a family member that passed away, and they were using this, and I'm thinking, man, you imagine that back in the 80s they would have went, god dang, 1999, two double D batteries, and you can connect with your loved one yesterday. That's right. You can connect with your loved one. That's right. Two double D batteries, and you get real time. That means if you just have, what is it? Oh, we're going to connect with my great grandmother, Broom Hilda. Well, we just call her Hilda. We call her Broom because she always had something stuck up her ass. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, Hilda, how's it going? What do you mean, how's it going? You're just ruining the family name. Oh boy, Broomhilda's still pissed off at me. Okay, let's see if we can get someone else. I mean, I thought about that. Here they're doing this whole thing and they're talking, and you're hearing about this whole gizmo that they're using, and I'm going, wow, that's pretty cool. And then a part of me that would like everybody to be walking around and trying to connect with a dead relative that probably isn't a dead relative. This is how dangerous this type of thing can get. All right. You think you're talking to a dead relative and it's not. And all that can go through. So yeah, I make fun of I put that, but in sign, in reality, I think if you play too much with that, you might get burned, and I've been burned a couple times, so I know I know what it's like. But yeah, it is, it is what it is. So let's ask if there's peace going to be in the Middle East. Is there peace going to be in the Middle East this month?
Yes.
Woo! Did you hear that? Peace in the Middle East in October. Well, so here it is. Yeah, Mr. Predicto said so. And you can get that on Amazon too. Yep. Well, I have been it's been binge watching. It's not good to do that, but So anyway, here is Mr. Predicto, and I bought him because he sounds like Worf. Yeah, he sounds exactly like Worf. And every time I ask him, I think of Star Trek The Next Generation Worf. And it sounds exactly like Worf. Okay, it really does. So, if you're a big Next Generation fan, when you use Mr. Predicto, think of Mr. Worf. So, let's ask it another question. Is Putin an asshole?
The signs say no.
Oh, so Putin's not an asshole. Okay. All right. Coming from a Klingon, I don't know if I could trust that. But he said no. All right. So let's see what put over here what you would like me to ask Mr. Predicto. Would you do you have a question about your future? Ooh, what about my future? Will I ever get remarried?
Yes, it is certain.
Ooh, I will end up getting remarried. Wow. Okay. So, uh, is it the person I'm thinking of in my head? I'm not telling you guys. Yeah. Oh, is it be cloned or become? When will I get married? Or I don't know. Highly stalker. I do have some stalkers, but they do put the thumbs up, and I'm cool with them. They're just silent people who admire me, and I enjoy them. I had a blast. I had a wonderful party I went to. Woo, woo, woo. Stop the hate. Definitely stop the hate. But Mr. Predicto said, you know what he told me? There's going to be peace in the Middle East this October. It'll be a special October. If there's peace in the Middle East, man, I might have to get some monies out, have like a small celebration, take my son, we'll do something. Yes, I did. Have you watched him? I have to when I work in that, I have to pre repair, clean up shit because my yeah. Oh, it's going great. We got Mr. Predicto. That sounds like Worf on the Next Generation Star Trek. And you could get Mr. Predicto, of course, on Amazon. And am I weird?
The answer cannot be found at this moment.
Mm, wow. I'm going to just turn that off right now. Yeah, it's going great. I have been working. I was invited to a party, and it was a get together because of all the hard work we did with the parade, and it was great. Um, well, can't win them all. Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't change my jobs to work over in Vegas. I would be kicking myself in the asshole right now. I really would, because of the fact that it's just, yeah, you know, there's not enough work. I know that, I just looking for some, I know it is in trouble. It's in trouble. It needs a miracle. It really does. There's few sites that are there, you have that are just holding on, and you're going, wow, you did this to yourself. That's shooting yourself in the foot. You know what I mean? What they did was shoot themselves in the foot. I'm like, damn. And all the other places around it, that around all the casinos and stuff. Yeah. That's what I told a lot of people, even in my area. I said, a coworker was going, yeah, my wife and I are looking. I go, don't buy this year. Next year is going to be a better market for you. So if you're looking to buy, don't buy right now. Everything's, I feel that because you put Green Valley first and Summerlin second, I'm thinking that you're more or less looking at Green Valley first. you know? But Summerlin is nice too. And I like the malls near there, you know. They will. A lot of this, they called it, a lot of companies had their remotes, the remote of people were able to use that. So people who are living in California, the smart ones went and said, okay, we really, right now, we can't afford to sell. Even though people were making hand over fist, they were like, there's something fishy about this. We got to cover our ass. So they made them B&Bs. Some of them made them B&Bs, and some of them, rented them out to other people to just cover their ass. And some of them sold. And the ones that sold moved over here to Vegas are the ones that are going to really ones that didn't sell that are renters who are going, well, they're either dealing with penalties, which is a lot easier than housing and stuff. Oh wow, really? Hmm. Well, they did compete. They made it like, "Hey, come on in, you could get free food, free drinks." That's all my family used to talk about. They never talked about going to casino just to gamble. They went to casino to eat and to drink and to, you know, have fun. And it was an adult thing. That's the thing I remember. It wasn't until the 90s that they made Las Vegas a little more family friendly. Because if I remember correctly, no, it wasn't a place where you took, your little kid Joey to, it was everything was adult oriented. So yeah, you didn't bring your kids there. Yeah, the fees. Oh my God, the fees are horrible, Carrie. Some of the fees are about more than a hotel room. The fees alone. Yeah. I had my friend, she wanted to go to crash a party, and she wanted to go to in Vegas where the party was being at, and to the motel, and she offered to pay for everything. I said, "No. My life is no drama. You're putting I'm going to drive to it." Oh, no. I'm like, "That drama is there. I don't need that. Thank you. No." So, yeah. Yeah, Vegas has lost a lot of people because it no longer they don't want I mean, that was their bread and butter was people like you and me and my family and many other people's family would come down there, have reunions, get married, get divorced, I don't know, all kinds of stuff, have divorce parties, marriage parties, all kinds of things that people could bring a large amount of people for relatively, and you didn't have to break the bank. But now it's like you got so many different fees. I'm surprised they don't got a farting fee down there either. I'm just putting it out there. It's just the way it is. It's like I'm wondering, do you got a farting fee too? So that's where we are in dealing with, you know, what's happened to me. I had a great time yesterday. I hung out with some friends, stayed a little bit longer than what I should have. I should have opened my mouth up and said, "Hey, I just need to get out." I don't know where the button is or nothing. Ah. All those places. But here, there's no fees. Guess what? In Pahrump, there's no fees, none, zero fees. No, and I love it. And if you're interested in who I was for, I guess it would be what I he has realized, and I have kind of scrutinized my dad, and I realized we all are our own personal gods. Okay, so let's be our own personal gods, bring in the positive and embrace our darker half. We all have a dark half. Yes, we do. And we need to embrace that so it doesn't work in the background. You know, use your darker half in a positive way. If you like to talk to the opposite sex, bring the significant other with them and you spend way more money. I'm just putting it out there, you know. I have some friends and they are amazing people and they talk to other people. They're like, able to go and say, hey, they're just amazing around other people and bringing people together and stuff. And you're like, now that's an amazing ability to have to bringing people together. So that's what was done yesterday. And it was like so fucking cool. I loved it. It was a blast. It really was. And I enjoyed it. Oh, let's see. What did you say? How about Phoenix? I don't know. I am going in a couple weeks. I will be excuse me. I will be I have no idea why all the in California. Most of the people I've talked to that are living in California aren't being hateful, but I'm going to Arizona on a work thing, so I'll be getting my hair done. I've been lazy. I had a really big, two big electric bills that nearly, yeah, they were like expensive. And my divorce creed states that I have to pay the electric bill, which was, I had no money for nothing and I was broke. I was I borrowed from the Dollar Loan Center and I just didn't know what else to do. So finally I turned to work and I borrowed against myself and took care of then, oh Lord. The second I just got caught up from last month and it was like it was just horrible. 2 months of a bill that I had to ask a family, my godfather, for help. I really did. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, I've had a hard month. Okay. I'm looking forward for October being really good. So I am looking forward to going to Arizona and getting in contact with my own personal self, but it's like for work related. It's boots in the park. So yeah, that's why I got to go to Vegas and pick up some boots. Oh man, that was my dad's favorite singer. Maybe I should just go see her because yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so I got to go get some boots. I'm gonna go. They have this one thing where you buy one pair, you get two pair free. Woo boy! So that's what I'm looking forward to. Is it's in Vegas. Let me see. Check my phone where it's at. Let me see. And get that right. Boot outlet. Boot factory outlet. I know right where it's at. I know where the outlet's at. I yeah, I'm going to go to the outlet. It says buy one pair, two free, get two pair free. That's what the boot. So that's where I'm going to go. And it's over in Vegas. They have an outlet store. So I'm going to Boot Factory Outlet. You buy one, you get two free. That's amazing. So yeah. Oh, I think Dolly Parton's sweet. Yeah. House prices, I never really looked at the house prices because I made an offer to the other person who owns this house and he accepted. So I haven't looked at it. Yeah, they could uh it just is what it is. Even if they go down really far, I'm so stuck at what I promised my, you know, as far as I know, the house prices are still holding. Oh yeah, they're still holding. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I've been using deodorant tablets. I no longer stink. I love Vegas. Are you kidding me? I still do. Oh, I know. I do. I love I guess you can say even though I didn't grow up in Vegas and I grew up in California and Michigan, being that my parents lived in Michigan, in California, they got me for the summers. I was so lucky. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. You can buy a real nice house. That's with the pool, by the way, in most cases. Not all, but most, you know. Oh, God, I'll meet you. We'll do something. Trust me. I've been going through a metamorphosis. You'll see. But I've been real happy, you know. Oh, wow. Yeah, they do. They're pricey. Oh, there's, how can I say, I do, like I said, I'm going to go to Vegas and go to the Boot Barn. Buy one, get two free. Woohoo! Woo, Boot Barn. Boot Barn. I'm going to the Boot Barn. That's where I'm going. I just want some comfy ones. So I'm going to the Boot Barn because I think I'm just a booty boot barn. All right. Well, it's only an hour and a half drive. And usually I make if I let's see what day will that be on? 11th through the 14th. Oh, it's probably a weekend, so I'll be able to see you. So let me see. So it'll be Tuesday through Friday. And you leave on the weekend. Okay, I see. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad. They do have good fireworks, so. And it's just relaxing. You know, a lot of people last year went, it was like a big fireworks show that they were showing in Vegas, and a lot of people go for there. So I don't know if they have the fireworks show still there in Vegas. Does anyone know? But a lot of people do that. They go in Vegas. That's what, you know. Yeah, Lee, come over here. Buy a house over here. Yeah, I enjoy living. Now, the reason why I went in the RV, I got volatile in my house. I share my house with my ex, and I didn't care to share anything else with him anymore. So I moved into the RV because number one, I figured out a way if I needed to get air into my room and I can't use my air conditioning big unit, I can go in here and use this room. I could have used this because there's a window and I could have put something up here, but I didn't. I wasn't thinking with my noodle. Well, I was, I wasn't just, it's just one of those things we go through. So anyway, I had no air conditioning. I just was fed up because the person who I expected to keep the air conditioning unit going didn't because he wanted to show me up in some way. I have no idea. Not show me up, but just give me an attitude. Anyway, I moved out to the RV for almost 2 years. After my toilet broke, I finally said that's a sign for me to get my ass out. And I moved out of there. I still got stuff in there and I got to bring it back through here. But it's just it was a reality. I enjoy my quietness in my room. It's way more noisier. You hear everybody that comes in, and it's just too much for me to try to get to sleep and stuff. So finally, when the toilet quit working, that's the only thing that got me out because, yeah. And I don't think I could have, having that air conditioning unit and this going on at the same time would have really upped my energy bill. So it's also, I'm paying energy here, might as well, use it. My house was bought under a fixer upper, and the family, it was like they expected half the house is on a slant. Okay. There's part of my house that needs to be lifted up. And I know that. Oh, let me go get the light. It's getting dark in here. Yeah, I didn't do nothing today. So, you know, it's like that. So, you got any questions or anything? Yeah, I would get a house. My house needs a lot of work. It was 80 grand that we paid for it, and it's in worse condition now than what we had bought it. Mhm. Hey, you want to hear a history fact before we go? Do you know why red lipstick was so big in American history in World War II? Because Adolf Hitler supposedly hated red lipstick, and a lot of the women wore it because they thought of him as a fascist asshole. And if you notice, during World War II, there's like Maybelline and some other Max Factor was the biggest one for the red lipstick because my mom loved wearing her red lipstick. My grandmother wore it too. So I wear it under the point of not under the, yeah, alien themed. Yeah, I had it all. See, back here used to have my son's terrarium, and I decorated the whole thing and it went. He took it into his room. So now I'm stuck with crap that was left over. So I got to play with what I got. And I do have some aliens and some alien stuff, so I'm going to, put it themed with um Mulder and Scully. Over here, I have a Mulder and Scully. This is I want to believe, type thing. So that's what my theme is going to be on. I'm trying to find stuff that is themed to that, but it's it's still going. I found on eBay, I think it was $30 for the clock that had X Files, but I can do that with a regular clock and put an X Files background. Yeah, yeah. I want to believe I actually have a shirt. I wear that too. I'm the weirdo at work. Woohoo! I'm the weirdo at work. So we're just closing up, and I will be talking to you guys tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to get a cooking in. If I will share with you. So we will be cooking something healthy, and it will be meatless because I've seemed to have gained a couple pounds in front, all in front, never anywhere else, just in front. I had to buy some new pants because I gained so much, and I'm embarrassed. So I am going to be cooking some meatless by whatever I can find at the store. But if I get some stuff, my Hello Fresh, then I get that. So I want to wish everyone to be healthy, share the knowledge, go down there, see Morgue Official. He's cool. And gnostics, yeah, the new gnostics aren't against sex because gnostics usually is, but not my family. They procreate alike. You can like bunny rabbits. No, I think that the new gnostics is an open mind and sharing knowledge. Yeah, I got some of my stuff. My cat's just been raging on my stuff, and I'm trying to save it. Yeah, I'm going to get some new posters. I got to get poster holders too. So for every poster I buy, I got to buy one that has a holder so it doesn't look like cheap crap. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I got to get one for that one. That already got a rip on it. It's from 2016. They still sell them too. So it's not like a specialty. So it's all going to be alien themed and X Files. So see you tomorrow at 6. I will be here. All right.